But yeah, so what words of encouragement or advice would you offer someone dealing with this ordeal? Because I mean, you handle that like a champ. Literally, like I was just like blown away, and for you to even be able to give yourself permission to go and visit your friend, and you guys had that moment. That was a private moment when she did your hair.
Yeah.
And I felt that.
Yeah.
And I love the vulnerability.
It's funny you say that because I'm very picky on who touches my hair, because my hair is like, I don't know how to describe it, but it, like you can see it's very curly, but like I'm like very picky. So her doing it and having that connection just with HS is beautiful.
And you giving her permission to do it.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at that too, and I was like, and I love the fact that they explained about the biracial and how it affects it.
Because it does have a lot to do with it. And Jackson was like the one person I was like, okay, like he's white, he has it. Because that's also rare too. So it's like everyone from every nationality has it. But to think, you were saying about your other question. What was your question?
Oh, just how I just thought it was amazing that you gave yourself such vulnerability to even let someone of a different nationality or race even touch your hair.
Yeah.
Because people of color are very peculiar about their hair.
Yeah.
And now I'm seeing your hair in person. I'm like, whoa! Like, you can tell you wrap that up.
Yeah, I do.
Like you got a bonnet. I can tell. Shea moisture. You can tell there's no split.
I do use.
I'm like, damn.
It's
a lot. That's good. And I think that was really cool to see the discovery because you were talking about yourself being model. And we didn't really get to see you. And then they pulled in, and I was like, oh, she's pretty. Like, you're gorgeous, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, very gorgeous.
Thank you. But I did want to say, to go back to your other question of what words I would give to someone who has it, I think for me, because I've lived from 8 to probably now with not meeting anyone who has it. That first time in the film was the first time I ever met anyone in person who has it. So even like that was a real reaction, like everything. And I always think about, I put it this way, I always, with therapy, it's always like, what would you tell your younger self? And it was important for me to have that video of when I was younger, because if I was to tell a young kid or a younger person or a younger self for me, I would say, first off, buckle up, because it's going to buckle the fuck up, because it's going to be a lot. But I'd say, like, it's about the people around you. That's one. The people around you who are going to support you, who are going to make sure that you're going to your appointments, to make sure not to diminish what you're going through or, like, put a Band-Aid over it, or it's going to be fine. You have to have family and friends that support it, because if you don't, it's going to make you feel worse about yourself, and it's going to make your mental health worse. But I also say that no matter what, you're beautiful, and you should show it off, because I think a lot of now society has made it very big on, like, if you're not skinny, if you don't look like a model, Victoria's Secret model, then you're not gonna make it. If you're not, that's what I think. I'm not small. Can I be on TV? Can I just, like, but now I feel like I want to bring also that awareness, because it doesn't matter, because like I have HS. Does that mean I'm gonna like not be able to get a role in a film because I have that, or because of something else? I don't want that to limit anyone, because that has limited me, that has ruined my opportunities that I've had, that has been given to me. So I always say, keep pushing forward. Don't say no to something because you're afraid of something with your skin condition. Like, it is a part of you. It's always going to be a part of you. It's going to take a long time. I still struggle with it, that it's an autoimmune disease. You're not going to be able, there's no cure for it, so you have to live with it. And I think learning to live with it is the hardest part, because you don't know when it's going to end, when it's going to start, when something can be treated. I don't know. I keep thinking about like a little girl having it, because I got it when I was 7. I'm a little girl, and I just didn't know how to feel, what to do, like lost. So I wish that someone who had it was there with me when I was younger. So this film, if a little girl at 7 has it, and her mom or her dad is just like, what is this, what do I do, there's nothing, and they're researching,
and then the bills and the medical bills.
Yes, and then they come across this film and learn about it and know the resources and can contact people, can contact me, can whatever the case is. That is what I want there to be a resource for people to go to, because I know what it's like. My mom knows what it's like to not have any resources, the amount of surgeries, the amount of everything. And I think without the resources, you can't move, without the right people, without without love, without therapy. I'm a big fan of therapy, and I do think that even kids should be in therapy, because that will help the process, I feel like, for it. But you're beautiful no matter what. I think that's one thing that it will never feel tiring for me to hear, because I often do not feel that way, or I often, when I look at my skin, and I think everyone's beautiful, and I hate when society and people tell you what you can and cannot look like. I think that's fucked up, and it's going to make it a harder process. But if I can be a resource for that positivity with someone with HS, then I think that's my purpose.
You're definitely a resource, and you're a trailblazer. and somebody needs to tell you that in your face, and I'm really excited and proud to have met you in person. It took a lot for me to talk to you right now because I'm like shaking because I cannot believe that we're all going through this bullshit right now, you know, like with race and politics, and then, you know, we think we have it worse or bad, but then there's always someone else. And then for you to be 7 years old and you're growing up with your mom and dad, and I don't know if you have siblings?
I do.
And so I'm sure that was a lot of...
I didn't talk about that, but that was also hard because my brothers would make fun of me and stuff like that without knowing. Like, it was all very young. Now they're great, but I just, like, with siblings, it does change the game because you're the ugly duckling in the way where it's like, Kaitlyn always has a doctor's appointment. She's the one who needs all the attention.
Yeah.
Oh, she got surgery again. Oh, she got to stay at the hospital, or like whatever the case is. So I feel like I've always felt that way, because I know that I need that, and often like it comes with that as like a burden kind of thing. But yeah, it's.
Do you feel like a lot were your bouts with the breakouts? Were there more as a child or being younger?
They're more now.
Oh wow.
It's more now. When I was younger, it changed. So when I was younger, I got it under my left arm, which I had surgery for. I got it surgery when I was 14. And then it kind of was just not in remission, but it kind of was like slow for a couple years, and then it came back, and then it spread towards my breast. So now my breasts are really worse. My breasts weren't like this when my breasts started acting up when I was 22. I'm 25 now. So it's kind of like that's more like a lot like the pictures that was in the film. Like that is like how it feels, how it like, it's a lot. So it spreads. I don't really get it between my legs. I do, but not as much. It targets my breast, which is frustrating.
So, and then you spoke about the intimacy moments and your partner and how they were tearing you down. Like,
yeah,
whoa.
women are bad. Women, when you hear someone, I go on the other side. No, I think it was, and I didn't go explicitly there, but when it would come to sex, it's like I would have to ask her, like, I don't know if you could cut this out or change it, but like, can you like give me head? Like, why is it always that you don't? Like, I don't understand. And it was like, oh, I don't want to hurt you or whatever the case. I'm like, no, I don't have any outbreaks. You're good, like, you know. And it's still, even while it was happening, the face and everything, you can tell that it was heartbreaking to see that, because I was like, you know what, stop. Stop. There's no reason to do that. There's absolutely no reason for me to feel like I'm forcing you to do that to me. First of all, second off, I'm not. You're looking at me like if you're gonna catch an STD, which that's a big thing. HS is not an STD. It's nowhere near that.
And in the way when you hear the word, it reminds me of you already know.
Yeah.
So when you say HS, it's like HIV.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, lupus, all those autoimmune diseases, they attack the immune.
Yeah.
But it's the same kind of results.
Yeah.
You have those, you know, for you guys, it's outbreaks or lesions.
Yeah.
Do you also experience anything like temperature or anything like getting sick or coughs or anything else like that?
I mean, no, not with like HS. I do get like really tired, fatigue. I will like, my breasts will hurt more. Like I even went to speak to like a doctor for breast, like if I had cancer, because I like there was moments where I was like, this can't be HS, but it is, like, you know. So it's a lot. Yeah.
Wow.